G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again with another action vehicle review, and yes, I am back. Andrew and Matt, no, I've not left. Not yet. Not for quite a while. Anyways, here we go. Haven't bought one of these things for over a year. Micro Galaxy Squadron, yep, one of the smaller vehicles, well detailed, and this one is the Imperial Patrol Gunship, and this is the one. There's a little quick pic of it there, if you know the one. From the Ahsoka series, this one is. Let's have a quick look. It's got a few pics on the side there. That's a good look of it there. Yes, these have appeared in Season 5 and 6 of the Clone Wars. They're heavily featured in Rebels, Jedi Survivor, Bad Batch, and this one is based on the one in Ahsoka, and that's that chasing after Ahsoka's ship on Peridia. There's some other bits and pieces that shows you what it does, and yeah, what comes off, what doesn't. There's your nifty little back piece there, showing a gunship with a light, a big searchlight looking for Ahsoka, I'm assuming. Yep, that's the back end of the card. I might actually use that in a photograph. I haven't done an Instagram photo in ages. I might actually do that. I haven't been on Instagram much due to certain reasons. I might explain that at the end of the year. Yeah, so that might be used. We'll see how we go. Yeah, before I get into it, there's a couple of the little tiny, wee little little characters there that are in it. Thank God they're going to be locked up in the cockpits. Yeah, they're tiny. They're probably, what? Yeah, you know the ones. Yeah, very, very small. There's your Thrawn's Trooper there. And then there's another one here I'm going to try and pick up. Bear with me. Trying to put my fingers in this. It's Captain Enoch. Boop. There he is. That's not very good. Yeah, that's just... I mean, it's very hard. I mean, look, it's got the Imperial cogs on the helmet and whatnot. So I don't know how close you can get. You can't really. Yeah. They're tiny, they're small. Alright, so we've got the vehicle here. It's very nice. I love the design of this. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so in other terms, it's not just a, what it was called on the box. It's also known as an LAAT LE. You're thinking, what? Yeah. It's, what? Low altitude armoured transport law enforcement, or it's also known as a Coruscant police patrol vehicle. But yeah, they call it differently for Ahsoka. Now, I looked at this and I had all these aspects of actually going to paint this up. And of course, there is another version of this, the Vault exclusive. Yeah, but I looked at it again, and the wash on it, I actually like it. It's not bad. My only issue is the tail wings, the end wings there. When you see them in the show, they should be flush with that angle. Just stopping roughly there, but they sort of flail out, and plus they're a little bit softer plastic. Yeah, I actually saw this on Kevin's Micro Fleet channel. He said there's a safety reason. You can't have hard plastic with that sort of stuff happening. Whatever, I can't see children sticking this in each other's eyes. Yep. Alright, that's good. There's your huge cockpit. Got these solar panels. So yeah, it's very similar. It's got basically the LAT and a TIE fighter. And yeah, I can see that. See the LAT here. So it's got these things that pop off. Thank God I've got nails at the moment. They're going to come off. I'm going to be doing this in camera. No, it's this way. No, it's this way. So you pop that out and it slides to the side. And you can put your figures there in the little C cup sort of thing, the C Yep, it's meant to be pretty hard to get in there. I'm not going to do that. Yep, and then you put them back. It's a bit stiff. All right, yep, and in there as well, on both sides. On the Vault edition, there you got blue painted and more intricate stuff there. You can take these tabs off and let's ping that one off. In the Vault edition, that's all painted like a gold, sort of a bronze sort of colour of the engine. It would look good. I really would like to do that. I might, maybe one day, but then, yeah, maybe. Not today. I've not got time. I've got so much other stuff to do. I've got people to see. Yep. There we go. And then the cockpit comes up. Which way was it again? I forget. Some way. Pops out that way. Yep. That's pretty intricate. As long as I get focus. There we go. Yeah. You can fit the two in there, which I will. I'll jam in there. Bit of colour on the inside there, a bit of dark, whatnot. But as I said, yeah, and the Vault one's no different. It's just mainly on the outside. It's got two cannons. They just swivel around this way. They don't go down or up. I'm assuming that would be the search light. Yep. And I've got the landing gear here. So, and also these solar fins. Well, as I said that, cross between a TIE fighter and a low altitude armoured transport, aren't they? They're the LAT. And they make this, yeah, they're pretty good. They make, also, yeah, they're so bastardised when it comes to the two versions. If you listen to them in the show, yeah, wait a minute. No, yeah, I'll talk about it now, yeah. Just don't want my hands in the way. I'm sick of my hands being in the way. So if you listen to them in the show, they sound like LAAT, which was actually Ben Burt. He got the sound of a World War I Vickers biplane, and also which was the sound of the LAAT. And he used the radial tyres from a car braking on wet asphalt. And an elephant roar, which was the TIE fighter, and you mix the two together, and that's what the sound of was this thing when it was flying around. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And of course, so I'm going to pop that back in. I want to keep it on the flight stand. I've got my own. Let's have a look at that quickly. Yeah, so there you go. I've just basically parts that I've acquired from work, so you could say. It's got to sit very specific on this certain stand. I have got other bits and pieces for stands, as I said. And I was ready for model paints to paint it up. But I'm liking the look of the wash. Again, I might change my mind. And yeah, as I said, if it doesn't sit this way, it won't sit any other way. Otherwise, again, I've got other bits of clear plastic and whatnot. I can actually make a pretty solid stand. But again, I will drill into my vehicles if I have to, but that's one thing that I really, really don't like about the Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles. No stands. Probably the only ones that actually have stands are these ones that I've reviewed before, because they have to. The pod races. So yeah, speaking of pod races, can't wait for that game to come out. That'll be October. And speaking of Ahsoka, which is where this vehicle's from, the other vehicles have like the Imperial cog on it, or whatever. They didn't have the rebellious, or they probably had the Coruscant symbol on it when they were Coruscant police vehicles. But yeah, and they also had, especially during the Rebels, Jedi Survivor, they had the Imperial cog symbol somewhere there. But for some reason, when Thrawn got hold of these, no symbol to be seen. And I'm very happy with the paint. I'm not going to touch it. Not yet, unless I get bored. Or if someone says, do it. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like. I'll do it just for fun. But not now. Got a lot of shit on my hands to figure out and to do. But alright. So there we go. Not a bad one. Let's see what he looks like amongst the rest of my other the other vehicles. So there you go. That sits nicely with a lot of the other Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles. Very cool. Flight stand. I forgot to put the little dudes in there. I might actually have to do a reinforced stand for this. Yeah, I've done as you've seen before. I do some of my own stands because I have to. And of course, got the DeAgostini ones. Yep. These are the new Galoob the Micro Machine Galoob series vehicles, that I've, these are the replacements. These are the additions. I'm not getting any more of the Micro Galaxy Squadron ones of like X-Wings, Y-Wings, B-Wings, shuttle Tydiriums and all that. I've already got them. I've got them all packed away. Just new ones. Thank you very much. Yep. Well, there we go. Hopefully we got some more figures coming up soon. Hopefully this is the beginning of the big rollout of some figures coming soon. But I'm glad I got this one. What an incredible looking, cool design. Yep, I'm very impressed with this. I may still touch it up. We shall see. All right, everyone. That's all it is for today. Hopefully for some more in the next couple of weeks at least. All right, everyone. Sci-fi out. And the Force is with you. Always.